afternoon. Daniel Wilson coming to you with another Sign of the Time message. This is an article on mind control manipulation on Muckrock.com. Fusion state centers, and basically the fusion state center is it's like a 5G tower. Every time you walk past it, set up with specially intended to collect data from your phone, your laptop, without you even knowing. But this is April 18, 2018. It says Washington State Fusion Center accidentally releases records on remote mind control. Part of the request for it's part of a request for record records on Antifa, which is government paid people to start up riots, start chaos or the kill situation. But TNO and white supremacist groups, VSFC, inadvertently bundles in EM effects on human bodies. Is that what EM is electromagnetic. So like I said, EM basically is electromagnetism, which your body naturally resonates at a certain frequency, certain vibration. But eating low vibrational foods and blood foods, lowers it. Keep you in that lower state, like anger, negative emotion, basically, negative energy, and television also lowers your EM frequency because it's artificial spectrum lights, not natural lights from the sun. Even this right here is artificial light. It doesn't have any natural light qualities, natural heating and all those things. But so it says when you see thousands of FOIA requests, you are bound to get some very weird responses from time to time. Recently, we here at Muckrock had one of our most bizarre guests yet. Washington State Fusion Center and a medical release of records on the effects of remote mind control. As part of my ongoing project looking at fusion centers, investigations, and into Antifa and various white supremacist groups, I filed a request for the Washington State Fusion Center. I got back many standard documents in response to an email, intelligence briefings, and bulletins, reports from other fusion centers, and then there was this one file titled EM Effects on the Human Body. And said it could have been a mistake, but it's not a mistake. It's universal law that the perpetrators of evil gotta give you the truth in all things before they enact their plans. Like 9/11, predicted program, The Simpsons, with the magazine and 9 and 2 buildings right behind them to make the 9/11, so on and so forth. But continuing on, what could this be? Does EMF stand for? What does EMF stand for? And what is it doing to the human body? So I opened it up and took a look. Like I said, manipulation, sometimes it puts thoughts in your head, but you got to look at this. Yeah, so these are some of the things that this electromagnetic manipulation tactics or techniques can be capable of. It says forced memory, blanking, and induce erroneous actions. Read and broadcasting thoughts, control dreams, induce changes to hearing, both apparent direction and volume, and even sometimes content. So violent itching inside eyelids. That's basically ketosis. Fluttering eyelids too. Continuing on, says forced waking visions, some sync with body motion, microwave hearing, force manipulation of airways including externally controlled forced speech, transparent eyelids, artificial tetanus, forced movement of jaw, clacking of teeth, wildly racing heart without cause, remote remotely induced violent non-rash, low rash itching with preference for your hard to reach areas, often doing delicate or messy work, forced muscle quaking in the large muscles on the back, forced nudging of arms on delicate or messy work, causing injury or spills. You know, eating low vibrational food, low frequency food and stuff. You work in a job that you handle glass or something that's fragile. One of them things is like make it jolt. You drop it, and then you getting complaints from coworkers and the boss, how to fire you and all that type of thing. Continuing on. Special attention to the genital area, itching, forced orgasm, intense pain, forced precision manipulation, hands sometimes sink to force waking visions, intense general pain of hot needles pushed deep into arm, deep into flesh sensation. Also wild flailing, sometimes followed by short periods of rigor mortis, hard to reach its site, top and bottom, never any rash, which often starts as the sensation of small electrical shocks. Demo neural control by bending each toe backwards almost 90 degrees, one at a time, over a couple of minutes. So, it says, first unclassified successful transmission of the human voice skull directly into the human voice directly into the human skull of a living person was performed by Dr. Joseph C. Sharp of the Walter Reed Army Institute of Research in 1974 by transforming a hypnotist's voice using the lower reed silent sound of the Smirnoff resonance. Lower silent sound or Smirnoff resonance, Schiller scramble methods used in the Gulf War. It is possible to hypnotize a target without the target even being aware, from hiding, leaving zero trace evidence. Just like sometimes when people that's not aware, people that's not awake, sometimes they just get that blank stare in their face. I'm not talking about daydreaming, man. Like, daydreaming, somebody say something to you, just snap out of it. But that type of hypnotic stares, like they blanking out, and then you calling them a couple times, and then they don't hear you, but and then they would snap out of it, and they be like, "What you was talking about?" You know, that's sometimes what narcissists do. I noticed that. So general effects: sudden or overheating, all body pain, forced caffeine fill, sleep prevention, drop in your tracks, sleep inducement, irresistible. Go here, go there commands, microwave burns, electric shocks. Non-voluntary test subjects also experience. You know, this is also satanic too, because you know who the prince of the air is, Satan. He controls what he controls. Their dimensional frequency, hellish place. That's why got bullshit vanity shoes like Air Jordan. Air Satan's prince of that. I mean, but continuing on, it says also experience frequent break-in and enters at home. Man at work with clothing or furniture, business papers, computer file, sabotage, modified or stolen. Psychological warfare research is likely motive, but no, actually, with this 5G based mind control technology does is bring demon into this demonic spirits and closer to the shit, they can transverse and mitigate and migrate through them airway boxes. If you stand close enough to it, or you don't have wisdom, knowledge, or understanding of nothing and signs of the times, or what's going on nowadays in this place. Like to be inherited by one of these demonic spirits, that's basically what game stalking is. Demonic spirits taking over. Some people don't even know what they're doing, you know. But check out on that. What was it? J Ball 2K TV. Just go to playlist and then go to game stalking. Let me tell you everything that's in this involuntary test. It should tell you. But yeah, continuing on though. Yeah, it says EM stands for electromagnetic. What are you looking at here is a psychoelectronic weapons that reportedly use electromagnetism to do a wide variety of horrible things to people, such as reading or writing their mind, causing intense pain, rigor mortis, or most highest of all. Now, to be clear, the presence of these records, which were not created by the Fusion Center and are not government documents, so that you should know they high class, sophisticated, left-hand side documents that probably come from the higher up police, but they probably released it to see how people will react, people that sheep, they don't take nothing for face value. They don't take nothing for real when the truth is in their face. Couple things like the purge, like Bushwick, uh, a lot of other things. They put a lot of predictive programming in movies, but enough about that. It says now to be clear, the presence of these records, which were not created by the Fusion Center and are not government documents, should not be seen as evidence that DHS possesses these devices or even that such devices actually exist. Which is kind of unfortunate because microwave hearing is pretty cool. Line of techno babble to say out loud. I'm not sure this person that writing this thing, they might be calcified because say pretty cool. That's not cool at all. They can hear what you're hearing. Basically, recording it out of the data fusion centers from eating low vibrational food with genetically modified parts in them. Most likely nanobots. Continuing on. Yeah, so this is basically how it go down, how it work. It says mass and individual remote mind control via the mobile phone national and mobile phone network and mobile phone. If you don't know what these things are, what's going on at this time, you're gonna be very susceptible to the demonic influence and demonic spirits that's taking place on this planet right now because of CERN opening up portals, bringing in fallen demon spirits, then having people that's calcified to the point that they just could be used at any moment because they basically calcify the pineal gland, calcify the soul, and once that goes, they could just walk in, turn walk-ins and clones and stuff like that. Well, clone is different, though. Peep Game says, it's the 5G tower right here. I see. Let's get off that negative magnetic, electromagnetic frequency control for minds and stuff from their mobile phones and their mobile phone carriers. So here we go. It says individual remote mind control via mobile psychotronic weaponry carriers disguised as communication vehicles with satellite dishes giving out EM low vibration frequencies. Um, it's also another type of data fusion center van, and it's called a Stingray van. Stingray van is basically a FBI watch van, where basically FBI watch van where they portray as a, Wi-Fi signal, but it's most likely hidden in private. When you lock onto that FBI signal, via Wi-Fi signal, they take your data and drain your phone and certain critical documents and form a dossier on you. I mean, but that's just what this government promotes. Most likely creating that dossier because of the FEMA, FEMA list: red, blue, yellow, black. But basically just making that list because people that's speaking up against this government for what they doing, all the atrocities and all the horrors that they perpetrating, that the masses unaware and just asleep masses is not even recognizing. But TNR says, what's even cooler? Remote brain mapping. It's insanely cool to say. Go ahead, say it. Remote brain mapping. It's not cool at all, man. None of that is cool. Brain mapping. That's basically reading your mind and being manipulating it through your thoughts. But continuing on, so just check the details on these slides too. The black helicopter shooting off with psychotronic weapons, mapping your brain, broadcasting your thoughts back to some fusion center. Basically compiling your thoughts into a dossier. Like I said before, seeing if you're one of those people that support the government or against this government, against this matrix BS system. And they gonna try to, if you're speaking out, they might most likely gonna put you on the FEMA list, FEMA kill list, but it don't matter though. Man, speak the truth till I die. Speak the truth till I'm going off this planet and my spirit return, my soul return to the Most High. But that's just a little that's just this is my thoughts. And people that are saying this is a conspiracy and this is not really. It's present and it's in your face now. Maybe not where you live at, but it's there, man. It's there. You know, I wish their example, I wish their example of ELF brain simulation was a little clearer, though. It says, wish it was a little clearer. This is about as clear as you can get. And you haven't been, studying this stuff and putting in the work to learn this stuff, what it is, truly what it is, satanic, man. You're gonna be lost. But continuing on, it says spectrum emission or wave propagation wave signals to make communication to identify any object emitting frequency. Human body emit very low electronic signal as temperature, body heat, but body heat and there's basically ether, basically oxygen. That's why we're supposed to eat right. Don't eat blood foods or genetically modified foods. Let's go for myself first and foremost. Because once you do that, your vibration gets higher. As the planet vibration rises. That's why they got these 5G towers. Monsanto making this genetically modified food, genetically modified marijuana. Keep your brain in calcification state. But says these are the brainwave states: delta, theta, alpha, beta, gamma, etc. bioelectromagnetic field, which is unique for every human body. Basically, a raw, you know, if you having a, I mean, well, yeah, if you having a raw, if you have a soul, because most people that don't have a soul resist the truth and don't want to hear nothing that's real, nothing that's about this reality that's truth, and they might be in a sleep soul that just doesn't want to wake up. But I mean, it's 2018, things is about to pop off. China just dropped the I just read a video that it's a leak that China's planning to take over the United States of America. They already got I don't know if they Chinese or not, but they already got uh foreign troops stationed out in different parts of the country in different states. So they gonna do something. And Purge, the movie Purge just shows you what they gonna do. Government contractors, Blackwater, um, things along that line. You know.